G'day, Josh here. First ever NBA Live mobile stream. This is a bit exciting. Just going to make sure everything is set up and working correctly, which it does look to be. I did actually run a test to get my setup correct yesterday. I think a few of you actually popped in for that, which was awesome. Hey, you already got a couple in here. What's going on, guys? Appreciate you coming to check out the stream. Make sure to hang around. I am going to be talking about some season 3 stuff, which is going to be exciting. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. First stream ever. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. Yeah, I'm stoked. So let's just check out my franchise while we were waiting for a few more people to join. How's the audio, guys? Audio and video is coming through fine. It's freezing cold here, so I actually have a heater on in my room. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but just let me know if that heater noise is annoying. I did a little test before I went live and I couldn't hear it, so I don't think it's an issue. Thank you all for joining. What's going on, fellas? Hey, Buckeye, how are you, mate? There's a few more people in here than I thought would be happening. Buck, if you refresh, you've got mod privileges. This is the first live stream, so I definitely didn't expect more than like 5 or 10 people. So I appreciate everyone that's popping in so far. How's that NBA lineup looking? That Ben Simmons, 111 overall. I'm pretty stoked with him. Let's check out his stats here. Everything is 96 plus, which is crazy. I know LeBron cards often have really high primary stats, but outside of that, almost every other card has one area at which they're maybe a little bit low. But this Ben Simmons card, let's have a look at his detail breakdown. It's so crazy. Absolutely insane. 95 post shot. That's one of his lowest. In fact, that is his equal lowest stat with 95 on-ball defense. But being a tall point guard actually makes up for that slightly low number. Like 95 on-ball defense is still a great rating. It's just not great compared to some of his other ratings. 109 passing accuracy. We've got to run through this. I guess that means that this particular login reward triggers at this time of day. I never knew that. Ooh, we actually get to claim an elite. I think they're still going for like 180k, pretty much instant sell on the auction house. So that is always nice. Let's see who we can pull here. Ooh, bunch of silvers, bunch of golds. There we go. 81 Jason Kidd. Not bad, not bad. In the Suns uniform, looking quite nice. Let's actually jump across to the auction house. I'm curious to see how much these elites are still selling for. If we just put in a minimum rating of 80, and I'm just going to chuck the price, let's say 190k, and we'll see if all the ones listed. Okay, so there are a few up. 175 seems to be the cheapest of the ones that hasn't been bought yet. So if I'm factoring in like a 10% increase with my bot, let's jump across to sell. 175, I'm probably looking at like 159. If I list him at that, a little bit lower on the bid, then he should sell pretty quickly, which would be nice. Is audio still good? Damn. Audio's no good, fellas. What the heck is going on with the audio? It's back? Might have just been my internet freaking out for a second. Thanks, guys. All right, so let's jump back into my lineup. I will move the mic a little bit further away, see if that's any better. I have no idea what happened there, but I appreciate you guys letting me know. I've got to look at my comments feed a little bit more. All right, so you want me to look at my 97 stats? Here we go. How's this as a comparison? If I just sub him in, he's actually really solid compared to the King of Master. If we look at that, although that is the way you compare stats is a little bit bugged because any that are getting a lineup boost don't really accurately represent themselves. But things like rebounding ratings in 82, whereas a team of the week is equal or higher. But check that out. This team of the week, Ben Simmons, was pretty rare. And aside from the defense, is an absolute beast, of course, until this Rewind Ben Simmons came out. And this Rewind Ben Simmons is ridiculous. Man, what's going on with the audio? I don't think it's my accent, but who knows? Maybe it is. I am running my audio through Audition just to clean up a couple of things. So I wonder if it has anything to do with that. We'll just monitor it for a bit. And if it maintains its issues, I might have to have a look at how we fix it. Now, we've got a few people in here. So what I actually want to do is just jump across to Safari. EA have recently updated their NBA Live page for Season 3 with a launch date. Get ready for the new season of NBA Live Mobile coming September 6th. So that is exciting because that's not that far away. So we knew based on the countdown timer in the game when our franchises lock that the end of the season was fast approaching, but we didn't necessarily have a launch date for Season 3. And if anyone has been we can see that it's no longer a full frame, it's more of a top and bottom border, and the promo and team are all on the right hand side directly below the rating. Anything new here? Same court, different generations. Build your ultimate team of current stars and favorite legends to turn your what ifs into wow moments. Go head to head in showdown, dominate in leagues, and ball your way to victory with every mode. I haven't actually read this page at all yet, so nothing really new right there. Make plays in live events. Oh man, audios keep freaking out, huh? Maybe the reality is that I'm actually a robot, and maybe I've just got an Australian accent. that's what's okay. I have no idea what's going on with the audio, guys. Sorry, fellas. I will try and figure this out though. All right, make plays in live events. Make progress through every live event to show out and reap the rewards. Take the real world into your game with current events to experience heart-pounding plays. That's not specifically new. We've had live events in both seasons so far. Nothing really new, although that thumbstick does look a little bit bigger than Season 2, though the thumbstick was never really an issue for me. Be in control. It does say improved controls make it easier than ever to pick up and play. Better shot feedback. That's really nice. Will keep your game on point. And archetypes reveal every player's specialty on the court. That's pretty cool. I do like the fact that there will be archetypes in NBA Live Mobile. And here's where we start getting into some interesting stuff. Level up with campaigns. Get connected to the action with campaigns and put up numbers all year long. Score unique rewards in real-life matchups and break ankles every step of the way. And I guess this is a little preview screen of what a campaign looks like. So it looks like you have to play through a series of events. Not entirely sure what they will look like. They might be the chain style events where you've got multiple events to complete the one overall event. And then it looks like you're getting a reward at the end of them. So I assume that as the season progresses, the reward will be more significant, which is nice. And if we continue to scroll down, I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all we've got so far for Season 3. So who is excited for Season 3? I'm definitely excited. There's not heaps of info on that webpage, but there's enough, just a little teaser, some tease to let us know that some new exciting stuff is coming. Campaign seems to be the significant addition to the game. Okay, guys, I'm back now. I've turned off Adobe Audition, so it's no longer running through that. So it means that the smoothing out effect on my voice probably isn't going to be there. It's just going to be straight from my mic this time. But let me know if that is actually any better. Hopefully, well, you could not understand anything I'm saying because of my Australian accent, in fairness, but I assume it was just super laggy or sounded distorted in some way, but hopefully this is better. I appreciate the feedback. So it sounds like running it through Adobe Audition, which is what I usually do when creating content for YouTube, but it is pretty demanding. All right, thanks, Buck. I appreciate it. It's pretty demanding on my MacBook, so it sounds like I'm not going to be able to do that when actually streaming, which is fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that link to that NBA page. Now it doesn't seem to work on my desktop. None of the pictures load. So I'm going to drop the link. If I can find the page, I'm going to drop the link in chat, but you guys will have to open it on mobile because it's not working. The pictures weren't loading for me on the web. On my desktop, sorry, I should say, on my MacBook. They're only loading on mobile. I have no idea why, but make sure to check out that page when you get a chance. Not heaps of info there, but there is some info there, which is pretty exciting. Nathan, you can get a shout out. Thanks for joining my stream, mate. I appreciate all of you for being here. And yeah, that's exactly right. It's not a leak. This is information that's out there already. So make sure to check out that website. Maybe you see something that I missed. If that's the case, make sure to let me know. You can let me know a number of ways. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. Instagram especially, I actually release content that doesn't make its way to YouTube, little highlight packages and things like that. You can find the links to those in the description below. And also make sure to join my Discord. So as an EA game changer, part of my role in the community is to act as a liaison between all of you and EA. So I can be your mouthpiece, essentially. So make sure to join my Discord because that's where I'm getting that community feedback from. So if you want to have the ability to sort of use me as a go-between and to keep up to date with all of the latest information, click on that Discord link in the description down below. All right, let's check back here. Now, I'm going to jump into a showdown quarter or two. Do you guys want to see me play showdown with my NBA lineup or my classic lineup? Let me know and I'll go with the majority. We'll jump across to my classic lineup so you can see some of the beasts that I have here. Look at the Penny, look at the Shaq. I'm a massive Magic fan. If that wasn't obvious, it definitely is now. And the thing I'm doing with this classic lineup is just collecting all of the cards with unique card frames that I can. So we've got the golden ticket cards, obviously, that have the gold card frame. Then we've got that Kawhi and that DeRozan, that LeBron and that DeMarcus that all have one-of-a-kind card frames for their off-season mover style cards. Buck, I haven't spent money on this team for a while, but at the start of the season, I was getting grants to help create content. That hasn't been happening for a while from EA. So it's just been grinding. You can see my level at the top there, level 70. There are definitely people that are higher than that, but I have been grinding a fair bit. I enjoy getting in the auction house too. It's pretty hard with the bot now, but I like to try and see if I can make money via investments and things like that. So it seems like NBA is the lineup I'll be using for Showdown. So let's jump across there. I haven't been hitting Showdown that hard, given that it's the end of the season, so it could take a little while to come up with a match. Is there any one guy that you guys want me to use primarily as my scorer? From those starting 5, who should I try and take most of my shots with? Let me know. And hopefully this search doesn't take too long. So I'm currently ranked, what, 18,000th? That's pretty trash. When Showdown was first released, I was actually grinding my way to top 1,000 pretty regularly. I like getting those free players, but it's a ton of hard work. That is for sure. I see Simmons. I see Mitchell in the comments below. Mitchell. All right. I'm going to be Hey, B Stopper, welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you stopping by. All right, I'm going to be doing it with Mitchell once I find a match. Because I have such a high overall and I'm so low down, I'm only Pro 3. It generally takes a while for me to find a match, but when I do, I'm going to be trying to score everything with Mitchell. That card is so much fun. And here we go. We have a match. It's a 98 overall. I'm going to jump in and just show you guys Mitchell's stats before we get it stuck into the gameplay. Definitely compares favorably to that Hayward. Whoo! 98 inside shooting, 99 outside shooting, 98 athleticism. And that athleticism is key, actually. This guy is an absolute beast. His rebounding is really good too, which surprised me. If we jump in here, lots of 100 plus, 107 agility, 106 inside paint shot. This guy is a really good finisher. 107 dunking, which is no surprise. 107 dribbling as well. This guy, I've been using him for a bit and he's a ton of fun. I've kind of built my NBA lineup to consist of future legends. So it'll be fun next season when I get to sort of reflect back on this and play with my legacy lineup. All right, we have a pretty big overall advantage here, 15%. But when I did my live stream test yesterday, the opponent's AI could not miss. It was ridiculous. So let's hope that isn't the case today. Let's see if we can start off by getting inside. Actually, we've got that wide open top of the key 3. We're going to brick that. That's disappointing. That was definitely makeable. Oh, man, we give up that open lane to the basket too. That's never ideal. That LeBron power forward card has been a beast all season long. All right, let's try for a slightly easier shot. Look at his handles, though. Mid-range, pull up at the free throw line. Another brick. Come on, Donnie. You got to heat up for me here. Oh, and another inside move, this time from Rudy Gobert. Oh, he's too good. Okay, Mitchell, where are you, mate? Bottom corner, no. Oh, he inbounded the ball. I was not paying attention. Pump fake. Simmons doesn't bite. Doesn't matter. We get the contested shot to miss. We're 0 out of 3 so far, which means it can't get any worse. It can only get better from there. Come on, get that board. Get that board. Wow. What a great start to my first ever live stream showdown quarter. I am down 0-6. Donovan Mitchell is being a brick city sort of... Oh, come on, come on. Step back, 20%. Splash, we're on the board. That was a nice make too, actually. Okay, now let's lock down on D. Mitchell in the passing lane, that's nice. We're gonna run straight to that bottom corner to try and tie up the game. We do get the board, and we've got a nice open mid-range shot there. Timing was not perfect, but Mitchell's rating is significant enough that it doesn't matter. Gives you a bit of leeway, and we knock the ball loose. Here we go. Fast break throwdown. Can we get that over LeBron? We do. Put LeBron on a poster. Very nice. Try and get that rip from Schroeder. Come on, block that. Very, very nice. Who was that with a block? That was David Robinson, I believe. Okay, we don't want to let them score for the final minute of the game. I'm just going to try and play lockdown defense. Out of bounds. Perfect. Sometimes being really aggressive can force them out of bounds when they're close to that boundary line. Okay, get the ball back to Donnie. Let's see if we can break down Hayward. Hayward is a really nice shooting guard because of his size, but we get past him there for that nice layup. Great finish from Donnie. He started pure trash, but he's definitely heating up now. Let's get that ball back. Ooh, LeBron with the moving screen. Oh, I was worried about a double team foul there. It didn't happen. Come on, Simmons. Get that ball. Pick it up. Pick it up. There we go. Get it across to Donnie. We'll take this top corner 3. A little bit late on the release. Doesn't matter. Donnie is fire. And that card art is so good too. Looks great with the gold frame. Can we keep them from scoring in that final minute? We're going to have to defend low in the post. Oh, the pump fake got me. But he misses anyway. Great. All right, back to Mitchell on the far side. Just going to catch and shoot there. The defender, I think it was Schroeder, did not put his hand up. I'm forgetting his name. Ex-coach of the Warriors, Mark Jackson, as Mark Jackson would say. Hand down, man down. I had to finish that with Simmons as the buzzer was, the time was expiring. So from a terrible start, 6-0, we ended up scoring 15 straight, and that I imagine that's going to give us the win. The opponent at a 98 overall is going to struggle against my AI, that's for sure. So we shouldn't have any issues winning that one. Oh, how many? We got 52 people in the stream. This is awesome, guys. All right. Giannis is the next guy that I will use in the next matchup for sure. I can't believe we got 53 people in this stream. I had no idea it would be that lit. So I appreciate all of you guys coming in here. This is fantastic. This is so good. I'm just scanning through comments now. Who do you guys think are going to make the finals in the NBA next season? Almost certainly going to be GSW coming out of the West. Who do you think is going to face them coming out of the East? I would love to see Philadelphia come out of the East. As an Australian, I'm a massive Ben Simmons fan. If you guys didn't already know, he is my favourite active player in the league. And we see here that we did win that. So we get 21,000 fans because we have that certified Anthony Davis on my lineup. We're going to hit find opponent again, and we're going to jump in and use Giannis as our primary scorer this time round. Raptors coming out of the East. Well, it's a possibility. They don't have to get through LeBron. So they definitely could come out of the East now, that's for sure. Cavs are not making finals. That's pretty funny. There's no way Cavs are making finals. Oh, man. All right. Most of the 100 overalls I pulled, I actually sold so I could get out heaps of gameplay footage. So I pulled lots of duplicate rewind masters, for instance. So check out my team. It's looking pretty crazy. And the players that I haven't released gameplay with, I will be doing so over the next sort of week before the season ends. I've got a schedule. The next player that I'm doing, I believe, is Boogie, DeMarcus Cousins. Although if Grant Hill comes out as part of the certified set tomorrow, I might do him as well. But there are definitely others that I haven't done, like that Shaq. I'll be doing that Shaq 100%. Then if we click view all items, there's not many left here because I've sold them all off now for training. There's like your bench, or these particular players, I guess it's not your bench anymore. It used to be called your bench in Season 1. You lose them all as soon as the season ends. So, but I will be also doing footage with that Lonzo Ball because it's a pretty rare card and I haven't done any Lonzo gameplay this year. I'm going to jump back into Showdown. I'm going to be using Giannis as our primary scorer against a 97 overall. Let's hope that we have a slightly better start than that last Showdown quarter. Who are we matching up against? Got that Royalty LeBron. LeBron cards are always really good on defense. Their AI is really solid. Haven't faced a Westbrook point guard for a while. That Victor Oladipo card is really nice. Actually, it's a straight matchup because both the Pantheon and the certified Anthony Davis have the exact same stats. I just prefer the artwork on the certified Anthony Davis, and obviously you get that Showdown boost as well. Not that it matters because I'm not grinding it. And he's got that Easter Master Shaq. I think he has the Inner Paint ability, which is... Oh, no, that's the wrong Shaq. Never mind. He doesn't have Inner Paint. Jetty Osman was... I saw a pic the other day of him training with LeBron, with Kawhi, and with Durant, I think. So, is that maybe a spoiler of a future Lakers lineup? That would be crazy. That would be absolutely insane. All right, so we're going to be using Giannis as our primary scorer this quarter. I want to see some sick dunks from this fella. Can we work our way inside? That was too easy. Way too easy. Two-hand jam. That was awesome. All right, let's get that ball back from Westbrook with Simmons. Come on, strip that. Ooh. Oh, man. He got that to go? That's crazy. That Westbrook card's obviously got some decent shooting stats. Can we get inside? Oh, look at that reverse spin. Pull up. Bang. Giannis. Too good. That was awesome. All right, let's get the steal this time from Westbrook. Ooh, the hezzy. Did you guys see that hezzy? Block that. Block that. All right, Mitchell. See what I'm talking about? He was the shortest man in there, and he gets that board. He's an absolute weapon. His rebounding rating is like low 90s. Ooh, Giannis. Woo! But Mitchell's rebounding, he rebounds as though his stats are like 105. It's awesome. All right, Giannis. That might have actually been him that knocked the ball loose, but it is out off us. So the opponent gets it back. Come on. Get the ball, get the ball. Block that, block that. Okay, Mitchell. Donnie with another board. This card is so good. If you guys have the chance to pick up Golden Ticket Donovan Mitchell, I highly recommend it. Can we hit that step back? A little bit late on the release. Whoo! Giannis Antetokounmpo is heating up. This is fun, and obviously a much better start than our previous quarter. Catch, shoot, and splash. Perfect swish. Wasn't the perfect timing on the release, but it didn't matter. And we're getting steals from Westbrook too, which is what you want. Uh-oh. Oh, man, I thought I was about to have an oop thrown down in my face. Whoo. All right. Giannis is inbounding. He's a lot of fun to use as a small forward because he's just a giant. Earlier in the season, he had a Mobile Madness, I think. No, maybe? No, Road to the Playoffs. It was a Road to the Playoffs point guard card. And I actually used him for a little while, and it was a ton of fun because he's a 6'11 monster. I think he's actually taller than that. Might be a bit like KD, who's listed as 6'9 in the game, but he's clearly taller than 6'9. Here we go. Fast break, two-hand throwdown. That was strong. That was very nice. So we're up to 17-2, and we just got to stop the opponent from scoring. I don't want him to get more than 2. If we can lock him out for the rest of the game, block that. Giannis. Yes, he's too good. This Giannis card, I actually don't know who's more fun, guys. This Simmons card, this Donnie card, or this Giannis card. But they're all going to be future legends, which is why it's fun having them all in one lineup. Could you imagine a team with these three players? And Tatum. If we had Tatum, maybe Tatum can play as our... Oh, I guess Giannis would play as power forward and Tatum would play as small forward. All right, can we hit a deeper 2 to finish? A deeper 3, I should say. That's pretty deep, and it just rims out. But that's still a great quarter. 17-2, I will take that. Hey guys, anyone that wasn't here earlier, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Make sure to check out some of the social links in my description below and also the Discord server. Get in on that. Make sure to communicate with me on Discord because I can get feedback to EA and I can also chat about things you might not be aware of potentially. Why your Rudy Gobert is not selling. You're probably just pricing him too high because it's the end of the season. The market is slowly crashing. So you definitely have to underprice things at this stage. I don't know how the market's going to behave in the next couple of days. It's just going to slowly get worse and worse. So make sure to, if you want stuff to sell quick, just price it lower than you normally would. Make sure it's going to be the cheapest one up. All right. Let's see if we won this one. Another win, another showdown win. Whoo! Giannis was fun. That was so good. Giannis is an absolute beast. Ooh, and I think that was the elite that we sold at the very start of the game. So I didn't have anyone else up on the auction house. So if anyone was here from the very start, that elite Jason Kidd that we posted, he's just sold. And we have been promoted to All-Star 1, so I get to rip a pack here for you guys, which is fun. Yes, Pine the Horse. 2-0 so far, undefeated. It's awesome. All right, we get a Team of the Week, Tyler Ulis. We're just looking for elites, really. I don't care about any of these tokens at this point in the game. We'll add that there so we can get close to ripping another pro pack. If I could pull an elite from these last three, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, those tokens don't do much for me. I'll run you guys through the sets where I'm at this stage. I'm not going for any of the Pantheon stuff. I was burning through shards so I could build, or so I could max out my Showdown Penny Hardaway, which I have done. He's now reached max level. So I do have not that many shards really because I was just going through the exchange set. I don't have enough league tokens and I wasn't going to be able to get enough. So I wasn't going to be able to get Harden and the other players didn't interest me. Pager is definitely the best option without a doubt. Then probably that Anthony Davis and maybe then Kyrie. They're absolute beasts, but I'm just not interested in spending the platinums for these because I'd rather buy other cards off the auction house so I can get gameplay for you guys because you can't sell these Pantheon players and I'm not taking them through to my legacy lineup. And other guys like Buck are doing gameplay on these, so you don't need me to do it. If we run down certified, currently I have 278 tokens. So 100% I'll be getting the 450 required to build the next certified player. And then if we scroll down here, I've also got... Actually, no, I don't really have anything. These are just to go towards that certified player because you need 10 90 plus elites. I did build that KD and I sold him ASAP. I sold him for 10 mil. And I underpriced him at the time because I wanted him to sell instantly. And if we actually have a look, there might not be any now, but like a couple of hours after he sold, there was ones listed for like 8 mil going untouched. So because I wanted to sell him quick, that was the right thing to do. We jump across to my auctions, and it is that J Kid claim earnings. That takes us over 10 mil, which is nice. All that money at this point is literally just going towards training. I have, like, for instance, if I click on this Donny, I've got a few training points sitting there in the forms of players that have been maxed out that I haven't yet used, such as the 10 mil training points in that LeBron, the 6 mil in that Larry Markkinen, and obviously I got those Simmons cards there as well. So I'm definitely going to be using those, even though they're super rare and awesome cards. They're not going to be going through the legacy, so I've just got to use them for training points. There's nothing else. Just that training is so expensive. The coin cost for training is roughly the same as the training points required to level up, which is crazy. Buck, the most efficient way to train for sure is 90 overall players. A 90 overall elite is worth 200 training points. And if you can pick up a 90 overall elite for around the same cost, around 200k, although I'm going to put 250k in because 200k is probably a snipe at this stage. Or maybe not. So what's the... Okay, so we've got ones up there for 240. You can just buy off the auction house. 236, 207, there we go. So it's not that going to be that hard to buy 90 overall players for 200k, and that is the most efficient way of spending coins for training points. Players below that are just not worth as much. Players above that are too expensive. So a 90 overall player is for sure the most efficient way to train. And if you leave the filter open-ended, so don't max out the overall, then you can get lucky and you can actually pull some 91s or 92s, which are worth a bit more. So maybe just sit on a filter of like 210k for 90 plus and just grab any of those if you're looking to do some serious training. That's definitely the way I've been doing it. Earlier in the season, 90s crashed pretty big during one of the finals promos, and I picked up heaps for like 120k. That was awesome. But it's just the coin cost of leveling that really gets you. That's the expensive part. More golden tickets. There was that second lot of golden tickets in the store, in those packs, but as far as I'm aware, they were not auctionable. There were 104 overall players that would have clutch, but they weren't going to be available for the wider NBA Live mobile audience. They were only going to be for the 10 people that pulled those tickets, and they wouldn't be able to sell them. So they would be super rare and non-exchangeable, non-tradable in any way. So I don't think that we as the general public will see any more golden ticket cards. But there are, actually I'll just jump back into the golden ticket filter here. There are still some great 103 golden tickets. Obviously that penny, I'm a little bit biased because if you have a look at that, authored by Akatosh Gaming, Forkatosh Gaming, however you guys want to pronounce it. Funny story here actually. Has anyone played Skyrim? Let me know in the comments if you played Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls. I used to love that. Me and my brother played that. We played it on this really crappy Windows machine in the middle of winter, and we overclocked the CPU and the GPU, I think, so that we could run the game on decent graphics. We had to have a fan running right next to the computer, and it was so cold because it was winter that we're sitting there playing in like a beanie, a scarf, and gloves on just so we could have the computer at a high enough speed to run Skyrim. But there was a dragon god in Skyrim named Akatosh, so at some point in time I chose him as my gaming identity, my username, but it was always taken, so I swapped the first A out for a 4. So originally it was Akatosh, but I guess it's kind of changed now. Everyone says Forkatosh or 4K Tosh. That's fine. I don't really mind. But this card, Penny Hardaway, one of my all-time favorite players. Shaq is my #1 favorite player, but this Penny, I just love Penny, especially that short period of time when Penny and Shaq were together in Orlando. I don't know what the hidden stats look like, but I feel like the devs may have did me a solid because this card plays like an absolute beast. He's such a weapon. He very rarely misses. He's an insanely talented defender. He's so much fun to use. The best point guard. I haven't actually used Golden Ticket Magic, so I can't compare to him. But outside of that, he's the best point guard on the classic lineup. So much fun to use. Really appreciate EA giving me the chance to design this card. It's so cool to get to have my name on a card and to get to share it with you guys. And you guys get to play with a card that I designed. It's awesome. And for those curious, what I got to design, I got to choose the player. I got to choose the style of artwork. So I chose Maze Master, like the Maze Runner Kyrie. But obviously I said blue, not green, because he plays for Orlando Magic, not Boston. And I also got to choose 2 stats to boost. And those were the speed and the dunking stats. Which you can see that they're a little bit higher than everything else. So that was my contribution to designing this card. Obviously, the most significant part of that being choosing what card I'm building. Yeah, Kawhi would have been a sick player, but I didn't need to because I've got that that claw card. If we go back to my team, classic lineup, that claw Kawhi Leonard, the Raptor claw, that's what he's called. And that card frame, the black and the red looks so good. It looks awesome. Yeah, I agree with that comment about Allen Iverson. He's heaps of fun, but he's just undersized, so I have him on my bench. I'm a pretty big Sixers fan too. I'm also a bit of a Golden State Warriors fan. That might not go down well with all of you. I was a huge Andrew Bogut fan when he was in the league. Obviously, he's not in the NBA anymore, but when he went to the Warriors, I got on board. I also love Klay Thompson. China Clay is the best meme every summer. It's awesome. All right. I just saw the word Discord in the chat. Make sure you guys join my Discord. Link is in the description. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, I've just made you mod. So refresh your stream and you have mod privileges. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Oh, man. All right. Let's jump into another Showdown quarter. Once again, you guys let me know. Do you want to see my NBA lineup or my classic lineup this time around? I'll use whatever the majority of you want. Still can't believe we have over 50 people in here. This is awesome. Approaching 60. Thank you, everyone, for checking out my first ever stream. I have a webcam, but it's pretty trash. I've had it for a while. It was top of the line when I bought it like 7 years ago, but it's too laggy now, so I can't have a face cam yet. But I have ordered a new Logitech. I think it's the C922, which is like the latest gaming webcam. So soon I'll have a face cam, which does mean I'm going to have to keep my beard in check. That's all right. Yeah, no, unfortunately, EA doesn't have the rights to some legendary players like Michael Jordan and Kobe, so we're just not going to get them in NBA Live Mobile. All right, so classic lineup this time around. Let's switch across there. I'm going to hit search now because it's going to take a little while to find. What player should I be scoring with this time around? Who do you guys want to see me score with predominantly? That KG card, that Finals MVP KG, actually has in the paint too, which is fun. I can't score with LeBron. LeBron's on my bench. It's got to be one of my starting 5 players. Oh, we found a match pretty quick, and this is going to be a little bit better. Grant Hill. All right, I see Grant Hill. I'm going to use Grant Hill as my primary scorer, but I probably will try and use that Garnett's ability as well. Lenny, so don't worry about that. Anyone else that might have said Garnett, I will definitely try and use his in the paint because it's just so much fun to use. Yes, Ben Simmons is a monster. He's an absolute beast. Ooh, we're up against that Mobile Madness Magic card. This should be a fun matchup. Pager as well. Although I haven't built him, I've played against him a ton, and he's got one of the best AIs in the game, that's for sure. And we're matched up against that certified KG. This should be a fun matchup, that's for sure. All right, so we're predominantly using Grant Hill. He's an absolute weapon from deep. I didn't show you guys his stats. Remind me, and I'll try and do that after the quarter. This Grant Hill, he very rarely misses. Although now that I've said that, I'm probably going to jinx it. Oh, come on. You can't give up the open lane like that. That's so frustrating when that happens. All right, let's get the ball back to Hill. I'm not sure what Hill's inside game's like, actually, because I primarily use him as a three-point shooter. And he gets that to go too. It looked like that was about to rim out, but it dropped in. Very nice. So we're 2 from 2 so far with Hill. I think KG's... in the paint ability takes roughly a minute to charge up. I have not paid attention to it. I'm going to try and find him so we can see. Oh yeah, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. Let's get the ball back to Hill. Pump fake, no bite. But we drive in. Look at that. We drove in so easily, just like a knife cutting through butter. Let's switch to Hill, see if we can get some defense with him. Although I got to be... Oh, we knock it loose, and Hill picks up the loose ball. Can we get the fast break dunk? All the way, and we throw it down. Nice. I was thinking he might have just gone up for the layup, but he decided to throw down the strong dunk, which is always preferred, unless it's a really nice layup animation, but they're a little bit hard to do, actually. Ooh, block that. That was too easy, although we didn't get the ball back. Okay, come on. Block that too. Don't let him score. Okay, Garnett. We're going to run this down, throw it down in the paint, wiggle around a little bit to get through, and look at how awesome that throwdown was. That was nice. That was very nice. All right, let's get this steal from... I thought he was going to do that, pass in and cut through the lane for a dunk again. Look how easy that was. That's a Magic Johnson card I'm stealing from. My opponent is a 101 overall, and this Penny Hardaway knocks the ball loose so easily. It's so much fun. Although when Magic starts doing those dribble moves, it's a bit harder. Behind the back dribbles, those are... Ooh, oh! Although it was only a mid-range, his foot was on the line. That was a great pull-up shot. All right, there's Hill. What are we going to do this time? Let's try the step back, far wing, bang, bang, perfect release. Nothing but net. His shot is just so pure. You know that if you get a good timing on the release, it's almost certainly going in with his Grant Hill card. He's actually saved me an LVL a couple of times when I've had not great quarters, and he's coming clutch at the end. What do we got? 20 seconds left. Let's push it. Let's see if we can get a top of the court corner. I guess it's a 2. We get that to go 86%. Can we get the steal for the final possession? It's unlikely now. Got to kind of be off that inbound. And if you guys saw that, if you time it right, you can get that inbound steal. All right, just going to have to block this. Switch. Ooh, I went a little bit too early. Oh, Magic. That is the upside of Magic cards, that he can definitely hit those crazy shots. But still, 19-8, I will definitely take that. I doubt the opponent is going to be able to score more than me, and we can see there, the cards that I have in my lineup, the AI is just too good. Grant Hill is awesome for the shooting guard position because of his height. Another great option is Tracy McGrady, because once again, he is 6'8", and I love tall shooting guards. So Tekon, that's great advice. A 6'8" shooting guard is just a beast. They're really solid defensively as well, which is really, really nice. Whew, that was fun. We're actually not that far away from reaching All-Star 2. I'm grinding further than I ever intended at this stage. Now, for those of you that still are trying to be efficient with stamina at this point in the season, let's just jump across to live events. There is nothing to do today. You can drop 100 stamina on that Trials of the Pantheon live event and get gold players. So on a day like today, when there's not much else to do, if you're not grinding Showdown, do the Trials of the Pantheon event, because you can actually just get essentially free gold players that you can use to create a little bit of coin or use for training. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram, because when these events first came out, I released a video on how to complete each of these events, and some of them actually have a shortcut. If you're not aware, get my Instagram link in the description, scroll back through my history, and you'll see that some of these events have a little shortcut that if you find it, it just removes everything from the court, and then you have a really easy run to score, which is fantastic. Yeah, my season score, let's jump into that. So, achievements and leagues are bugged. Our league, actually I'm going to jump across the league to show you guys, that's not league, that's season, to show you guys that I have plenty of wins. Our league has 174 wins. So if we go back to season score, we definitely should have had this maxed out. So that's not the case. Achievements, it says I have 5 completed, but if I bring up my achievements here, all of the masters are complete. The franchise managers, all complete. Showdown, all complete. Season, all complete. The only one I don't have complete is completing the Moneyball live event 40 times, because it's always on from like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. or 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. when I'm asleep. So it's very rare. Look, I've been awake and early enough 25 times this season to run that live event. So I don't care. It's not going to matter if I don't get the 5K cash from doing that 40 times. But it is annoying that that is bugged. But at least it's bugged for everybody. Now, I saw on the EA forums, do you guys remember the now and later packs? If I jump into the store, you can still buy these packs for $299 cash, but everyone got 2 of them for free. Hey, Dylan, thanks for joining the stream, man. Hi. Hey, True Hawks is here. True and Angelo. If you guys refresh, you both have mod privileges, but you will need to refresh the stream to access those. Okay. So the 2 free now and later packs that everyone got, I believe that was the make right for EA in terms of everyone's had a couple of bugs with their season score. It's across the board, so it's not just you, at least says that. So they gave everyone a couple of free 90 overall players, which is definitely going to be better value than what you would have got next year from those season score tickets anyway. If anyone was playing at the start of this season, you could get like 1 elite. Although there was a pack with 10 gold plus players, some people got lucky and pulled a couple of elites out of that, but that was about it. They certainly weren't 90 overall elites. So there's a bug with the season score. It is what it is. EA's make right was to give everyone 2 free now and later packs. Yeah, Tech On, you can have mod. I'm probably not going to give too many more mods out at this stage, just because that's like 5 active mods in here now, and there's only 50 people in the stream, so we don't need more than 10% mods. I don't think you guys are going to be going crazy that much. Yeah, I could spend my rep on Pager, because I don't think at this stage that there's any other rep packs coming out, but then I would also have to spend 5 platinum players on Pager, and I have no desire to do that. I can't even use him as training points, because any card that's 100 plus overall, you can't use to train with. So, like, I've got 100 overall finals MVP Kevin Durant here, but if I try and use him to train this Donny, he does not appear because he's a 100 plus rated card. And I guess EA just didn't want you accidentally losing those cards, but the only cards that are showing up to train with are cards that are 99 overall or lower, which sucks. So I don't have the desire to spend 5 platinum tokens on Pager, who I won't be using, and to spend the time having to rip through those store packs 5 tokens at a time. I don't think you can use Pantheon tokens to train. And I say that because I bought that pack once, so I have 5 of them, and they're not appearing here. So if I go to my items, you will see that under collectibles, I actually will have 5 of those purple Pager tokens. Just got to find them. And they were not appearing in the training window. So therefore, yeah, there they are there. So no, I can't use them for training. So therefore, even though I've got the rep, it's literally just a waste of time for me at this point, spending the time ripping those packs. So I bought one as a test, and it wasn't really happening. 104 golden tickets. As I mentioned earlier, they were just for the people that pulled them. They aren't going to be coming out for anyone other than the people that pulled them, and they were non-auctionable, unfortunately. Guys, give me a minute. I'll be back in a second. All right, I'm back. That was a quick second. I almost need some elevator music to fill in the silence there. I should have left it on a more interesting screen for you guys too. What I was going to say, and I've completely blanked out now. Oh, actually, I wanted to ask you guys, I was having some audio difficulties at the start of this stream. It doesn't appear as though they have come up again. So I think it was because I was cleaning up my mic through Adobe Audition. That was causing some issues with streaming. I always do that when filming. Whenever I create YouTube content, I run Adobe Audition as a middleman to clean up the mic noise. But what that means now is possibly you're getting outside noises such as my heater. I don't know if you guys can hear my in-room heater. It's freezing cold here in Australia at the moment. So I do have my in-room heater on. So let me know if there are noises that you guys are hearing outside of my voice and the game, because I'm no longer cleaning up the audio through Adobe Audition, because for whatever reason, it was making me sound like a robot intermittently. So I guess I just can't do that when streaming, which is fine. But it does mean that the mic quality might not be quite as pristine as what you guys are used to from my YouTube content, regular YouTube content. All right, thanks, True. I appreciate that feedback. That's good to know. I'm not going to spend any cash at this stage, Lisa. I don't have much. I've spent most of it already on packs throughout the season, and at this point, it's just better to save it for next season. For those of you that don't already know, NBA cash is one of the only things that carries over to next season. So if you've got it, make sure to just save it. There really isn't any point in spending it at this stage. All right, we're going to jump into another showdown quarter. Once again, guys, you want to see NBA or classic lineup, let me know. And we'll have to try and find a different player to use as our primary scorer. What are the end of season rewards? I actually haven't looked at this at all because I haven't been grinding showdown. So if we scroll on up, oh no, I was aware that it was Gary Payton because all of those cards actually got spoiled when the platinum set came out. If you guys haven't seen my pack opening, the title is like 20 100 plus overall platinum pools, greatest YouTube NBA Live mobile pack opening ever, and it's not clickbait. It is absolutely insane. Some of the cards I pulled there were crazy, but when that set was dropped, lots of cards made their way to the market that weren't yet released, such as this Gary Payton card. So we actually knew that he was coming as the Showdown Master. Yeah, Zubby. They when I did the pack opening, there was an error that was rewarding platinum tokens, not just players, and I even got a coach, I think, which sucked. EA did a make right, and I actually got replacement packs, but by the time they did that make right, the pack odds had been reduced significantly. I think I had like a 30% chance of pulling a 100+ player when I did the pack opening, and I did like 70 packs, so it was crazy. But when they did the make right and took the tokens out and fixed that bug, it seemed like the odds were drastically reduced, which is good and bad. It means the market didn't go to absolute crap, which means that your players would be worth nothing now if everyone could just get crazy cards for dirt cheap. But it does mean that you didn't get great pulls unless you ripped through that set in the first couple of hours. You probably didn't get decent pulls, unfortunately. All right, so we're going to search using the NBA lineup. Earlier in the stream, I did use both Donnie and Giannis as my primary scorers. Who do you guys want to see? Do you want me to see one of them again, or do you want me to? Ooh, how quick was that search? That was awesome. Or do you want to see me use Simmons, AD, or even Robinson? Robinson's not going to be my starter in my legacy lineup. I'm going to take that Joel Embiid through. But I've had that Joel Embiid for a while, so I'm just sort of playing around with Robinson a little bit. I see a couple of Giannis. I see a Ben. Anyone else have any interest in who I should be scoring predominantly with this quarter? Simmons. Ooh, that's a couple for each now. So the next one's going to be the tiebreaker. If anyone... Lisa, I haven't seen your question. I think you just asked me to open packs, but I'm not going to at this stage. Sorry. We'll save that for next season. So the next vote for either Ben or or Giannis will be the one I use. And I can show you Ben's stats. They're crazy. All right, Simmons it is. We're going to be using Simmons. Whoops. What did I just press? I clicked skill boost accidentally. So his stats are crazy. His lowest stat is a 95. That's the post shot and the on-ball defense. And they're still amazing stats. So this is going to be fun. We're matched up against Simmons as well, but a much lower rated version. So we're going to try and use Simmons for all of our scoring here. He should be able to get into the lane with ease, given the difference in overall. Oh, look at that spin. Oh, he's missed the dunk, though. He went up from so far out. I didn't expect it to be a dunk, but he actually bricked the dunk. Oh, that block from AD. That was nice. Can we go in for another dunk? We're just going to pull up. Horrible timing on that release. I was expecting that to trigger a layup animation. Have you guys ever done that? You slide from sprint to shoot, expecting a layup animation to trigger, and you're a little bit too far out, and it ends up being a really bad timing mid-range shot. Goaltending, come on. I really hope that's fixed in Season 3. I have raised that issue with EA. Any of these sorts of issues do get raised from me and the other game changers. Let's hit that corner 3, 20%. Oh, another brick. Come on, Simmons. You gotta show out a little bit more than this. Let's go straight back to that same spot. There we go. We get that to hit. That was very nice. All right. Ooh. Simmons broke my ankles going for that steal. AD gets that. Donnie gets that loose ball. Simmons. Let's get it back inside. Oh, too easy. Contested shot. Can he get that to drop? Not quite, but he gets his own ball. We're going to hit the fadeaway here. 22%. And we do get that to drop. So we're up to 7-2. Let's get that steal. Oh, not quite. Not quite. You got to be careful with the balance between being super aggressive with steals and actually playing back and being a bit defensive. Oh, that block! Was that Simmons? That was nice. Can we get a back-to-back block? Not quite. Robinson with the board, though. He's an absolute beast. All right. Simmons. Little dribble move, little dribble move, little dribble move. Back it up. Fade away. 9%. Oh, a little bit long. Mitchell, though, with a rebound. If you guys have been watching this stream for a little bit, that Donovan Mitchell card is a crazy rebounder. I cannot believe how good he is. Oh, Simmons went for the steal. Hand down, man down, as Mark Jackson would say, which is what I was trying to say about 5-10 minutes ago. The last Showdown quarter I played, there was a similar scenario. Okay, let's get... Oh, block that. Yes, it was blocked. It went off screen, so I couldn't actually tell. Can we get in for the throwdown? We do. Had to change direction slightly because Bosch was there contesting. Giannis, hands in a passing lane. Catch, shoot, splash. Simmons is heating up big time. We've got time for one more possession, I would say. Block that. Contest that. Don't let it go. Donnie with another board. See what I'm telling you guys? This Donovan Mitchell card might low-key be one of the best rebounders in the game. We're going to try a step back to finish it. I just love that step back animation. A little bit late, but he gets it to go on the siren. Or 0.1 of a second on the clock, because that shot won't count even if it drops. Simmons is a beast. Hey, Ken. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I will do a face reveal as soon as my webcam arrives, actually. I have a webcam currently, but I've tested it and it's just super laggy and trash. It's too old. So I have updated with I've bought a new webcam that's on its way. Once that webcam arrives, then I can face reveal. So it's definitely not reliant on 10K subs. Although I can't believe how quickly I got to 4K subs. Thank you guys for that. That's awesome. That pack opening video definitely helped with that. Did we win this? We did. My team's AI is just crazy strong. I could autoplay games and probably win most of them. It's good to see you in here, D Hitman. Who is Ken? I don't know. If you guys aren't aware, Ken is D Hitman. Make sure to follow his channel. He's one of the best NBA Live mobile game changer / YouTubers out there. So definitely, if you're not already following him, which I'm sure all you guys are, head across to his channel, hit him up with a follow. And also, somewhere back in his feed, there's a in real life basketball game with, or a game of horse, I think it was, with D Hitman, with Noob Kill, with myself, and with Andrew Hoffman, one of the EA developers, when we were in Orlando last year. So definitely check that game of horse out. That was fun. That was tons of fun. We got to shoot around at a stadium in Orlando. Had a great time there. I really enjoy seeing those in real life videos that guys like D Hitman and Bobby Buckets and some of those fellas put out. Rolando, I think, Roland GT, I think that's his username. He's also been part of a couple of those, so definitely check that stuff out. And I might even try putting out some in real life stuff here as well. I'll see how we go. Anyway, that's an hour for me, guys. So thank you all for joining me on my very first stream. I appreciate the support. This is way more than I expected to get. Thank you so much. Make sure to check out the social links in my description below. I'll always tweet out in advance of when I'm going to stream. I release content that doesn't make its way to YouTube on my Instagram. Facebook gets a little bit of both. It's just there for those that use Facebook over the other two, really. Also, make sure to join my Discord. Description below has the links to all of these. As a game changer, I can act as a liaison, a community liaison between you guys and EA, and I'm getting all of that through my Discord. So if you're not already a part of the Discord server, make sure to join up. Thanks heaps for watching the stream, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to try and make this at least a weekly thing, so hopefully same time next week, everything going well. Keep an eye out for some new content dropping on my YouTube. I'm going to go through some of the players that I haven't gone through yet, and I'm also going to have a quick look at what we're expecting next year based on that link that I shared earlier. If you're in the stream earlier, you would have that. If not, I will try and drop that again. I've just shared that in chat now, so it's an EA official link, a little preview of Season 3. So I will make a quick video to go through what we can expect based on the information we can gather in that article. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you being part of the stream, and I'll catch you next time.